Feel free to show us you. We miss you. As you can see, I'm in my basement. Welcome CollegeTracks class of 2020 to our virtual graduation. This is the first time we are doing a virtual graduation, so please bear with us and be patient if there are any technical difficulties. We are so excited that you are all here to join us so we can celebrate you. This event is being recorded, and by you attending, you have consented to appear. You will get a copy of the recording, and it may be posted in its entirety, or a portion of it to CollegeTracks website, social media, or related materials. So a few instructions before we get started about being on a Zoom call. There is a chat area that you can message me or staff members if you have any questions during the graduation or any positive feedback, because you guys rock. You should see at the bottom of your screen, once it opens, you can pull it down and put your name in for the person that you want to contact or send your message to. A few rules of code of contact for today's graduation. Remember that you are not only representing yourself, but CollegeTracks, the CollegeTracks team, and Quince Orchard High School. No cursing or obscenity will be tolerated. Please respect one another. This means not talking over one another and being mindful of your body language and as others are sharing. And remember, CollegeTracks is a safe place for all of students and individuals joining us today. We want to thank our corporate sponsors, host committee, and volunteers. We would like to thank our host committee and corporate sponsors for making our graduation celebration possible. As you can see, we have over 6 pages of graduation sponsors in our community that want to show their support for you and your futures. Here they are sending warm thoughts of congratulations your way. We would also like to thank our volunteers for all of their efforts and support. Because of our volunteers, essays, resumes, college applications, scholarships were reviewed, edited, finalized, and submitted. Because of our volunteers, we can offer free and individualized test prep and assistance, or simply just helping with sending those test scores. Because of our volunteers, we would not be here today. They help us with every step of the process, from sitting beside you to the behind the scenes, AKA making copies of all those Common App tip sheets, to editing your essays and resumes. Our volunteers provide us invaluable and immeasurable support. On behalf of Quince Orchard CollegeTracks, we want to thank each volunteer for all of your support, kindness, and help in our first graduating class of CollegeTracks Quince Orchard. Now we will watch a very special video about CollegeTracks and why it matters.
My sisters at that time were seniors and they had already been enrolled with the CollegeTracks team, and I saw how they were so helpful, so I decided to join CollegeTracks as well. CollegeTracks has really supported me and encouraged me and really motivated me.
At that time I moved to America and my parents didn't know about how to apply college.
Things I remember the most about in CollegeTracks were working on my essays.
I think we were helping you with like an essay of some sort, how to prepare, how to get ready for college.
Because I needed a lot of essays actually to apply for different scholarships and grants. So I remember working with volunteers, and I even remember working with Miss O and Miss Asia, and they definitely went over my essays. They also wanted to help you after you graduate and start your college life.
My name is Rick McCumber. I learned about CollegeTracks at BCC. CollegeTracks is your coach to help you succeed.
I enrolled in college, but I thought I would be a part of the Success program because I knew I needed help throughout the way. I knew I would need to learn how to plan as I transitioned into a 4-year institution after I graduated from Montgomery College. So the Success program assigned me to Mr. Dennis, who helped me navigate through Montgomery College, and he was able to help me register for classes and help me throughout my financial aid process there. and he's continued to help me as I'm transitioning into a 4-year university.
And we just want to welcome everyone to Washington Hebrew. I want to just tell you students that we are so inspired by you, by your hard work and your determination. And the professionals in the room are really looking forward to meeting you.
During the networking event, we were able to meet people from different fields.
I'm the president and CEO of a public health research company.
I'm a pediatric cardiologist.
Session 1 starts now. We'll go for about 45 minutes.
While we were assigned to a few professionals from the fields that we were interested in, we were able to speak to other people as well.
And I got to meet doctors and nurses, which is my career path, and I had the knowledge of how their day was like. So during that networking event, there was this nurse.
It's like practicing and studying for the test. It's 30 questions. You're preparing yourself. It's almost like a track race. When the real deal comes, you'll be able to ace it.
She really appreciated how motivated I was to be a nurse and how passionate I was.
I can see you will be an excellent nurse. You are.
That I could do it. That's what I really liked from her.
If I were to talk to my first-year college self, I would definitely tell her to make friends. I would tell her to make good friends that she can have along the way.
To manage your time properly, like when work and study, you have to manage it really wisely.
I'm a CollegeTracks volunteer because I believe that between the ages of 16 and 25 are really critical. It's hard to see kids struggle, but it's also rewarding to see them learn things.
Do you continue to learn throughout your career?
Oh, you have to, right? Because the biology is changing and the computers are changing.
I'm going to give you a 3 count. 3, 2, 1.
Hi everyone, it's Lynch. I am so excited to see all your faces and to be here to celebrate with you today. I am here to introduce our speaker today, Annika Harriet. Annika is an MCPS graduate and is currently a PhD student at the University of Maryland School of Medicine. Her research interests include muscle physiology, mechanotransduction, and space biosciences. She is dedicated to increasing diversity and inclusion and accessibility to STEM through outreach and activism. And we will now hear from Annika.
Hi everyone, can you hear me okay? Awesome, great. Well, first off, I'd like to thank you for having me. I'm honored to be invited to celebrate your graduation with you, and I'm absolutely thrilled to be able to join you from my living room. For those who, I guess, didn't hear, my name is Annika Harriet. I'm working on my PhD in biochemistry and molecular biology at the University of Maryland School of Medicine. And I actually graduated from Poolesville High School in Montgomery County about 6 years ago. Back then, the only virus we had to worry about was senioritis. So times have changed. So as I was thinking about what I wanted to talk with you guys about today, and also what you'd want to hear, I started to think about my high school graduation, and I quickly realized 2 things. The first thing was that I don't really remember what anyone said during their speeches. And the second thing that I realized was that underneath all of the excitement and the relief of finally being done, I remember feeling really uncertain. And I'm willing to bet that uncertainty is a bit of a universal feeling right now, whether it's uncertainty about when you're going to be able to escape lockdown with your parents, or you're feeling unsure of what the next phase of your life might look like. Life can feel a little bit unpredictable right now. But I know that if we're honest, life is always unpredictable. And I think that if we want to live our best lives and build bright futures, that we should learn to thrive in that space. So that's what I wanted to talk with you guys about today. And I wanted to give you just 2 quick tips on how to do that and how to embrace uncertainty. So the first tip that I have is to embrace uncertainty by approaching it with an open mind. So as a scientist, uncertainty is kind of my livelihood. You know, if we had all of the answers, I wouldn't have a job. And one of my favorite science fiction writers, Isaac Asimov, wrote that the most exciting phrase to hear in science, the phrase that heralds new discoveries, isn't eureka, but that's funny. And I think that what he meant by that was that the most meaningful realizations and revelations and discoveries come to us in ways we would have never expected. So back when I was a senior in high school, my plan was to go to an Ivy League, spend like 10 years getting all of these degrees to qualify for my dream job at NASA, and that isn't what happened at all. I was feeling really uncertain that I would have the money to attend any school, let alone an Ivy League, and I actually ended up at a really tiny school that no one I knew had ever heard of. It was the only school I could afford, and I was set to hate it before I even got there. But somewhere along the way, my perspective changed, and I began to enjoy myself and really value my experience there. And as a result, I found opportunities that I would have never even imagined having there. Because wouldn't you know, it's funny, but that school happened to be about 30 minutes away from a NASA base. And in my junior year there, I was able to get an internship at a NASA lab. And later, when I was discussing my plans for the future with a professor at that school, she was the first person to ever listen to what I wanted to do and say to me, that's funny. Do you know you don't have to spend years getting a master's degree before a PhD? And so ultimately, being able to accept the wrench that had been thrown in the plans that I made as a high school senior allowed me to discover a new and much better path to becoming that person that I dreamed of being. And so I hope that what you'll take away from that portion of that story is just that when you shift your perspective, that you'll be surprised by what you're able to see and what you're able to do. So my second tip is to build your village and build it strong. Today, we're all here to celebrate your graduation. It's a day to celebrate your hard work and commemorate the end of this part of your journey. And ultimately, it's a day to celebrate change. We know that even in the midst of the excitement, change can often bring about uncertainty. It takes you out of your comfort zone. I like to think of it like an astronaut being jettisoned from the shuttle, and you suddenly feel like there's no gravity. And in that moment, the most important question to that astronaut is what's tethering them to solid ground? And for the rest of us here, we're on Earth, a better question might be, who is tethering you to solid ground? In the midst of uncertainty, who is there to guide you back to safety? And so that second tip is wherever you go, whatever you do, build a community around you that holds you down. If the astronaut metaphor is like too left field for you, think about it this way. When you're in quarantine, who's there for you? Who do you want to be there for you? Who's on your quarantine? For me, my quarantine is my dad, who sews face masks for everyone. It's my friend who shared her groceries with my partner and I when the stores had sold out of everything. It's my other friend down the street who shared his clippers with me so I could take care of my undercut and not look too unkempt for this speech. Those are the people who are helping me to navigate this strange time. My village is made up of people who each have something different to offer. They help me navigate life. It's my advisor who trains me to be a phenomenal scientist, my mentor who trains me to reach my potential as a phenomenal Black woman, and my friends who understand when I don't feel like being phenomenal at all. Those are the people who tether me to solid ground and who hold me down. And so the question that I have for you then is, who are your people? Hold them close. And if you don't quite know yet, or you still have a few slots open, that's okay too, because you'll find them along the way. And so with that, class of 2020, as you embark on this next phase of your life, meeting the people and circumstances you could have never expected, I hope that you find this advice useful. That's if you remember it at all. And I hope that you find new ways to embrace uncertainty, and that today especially you can celebrate with your village, even in the midst of the unknown. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Annika, for your inspiring words and for sharing your journey with us. We are so grateful that you were able to join us today. So thank you. Graduates, we are so proud of you, and I will start doing a roll call. I'll call each of your name, and I ask that you guys just save your applause and cheers for the end. All right, so starting off is going to be Mark Arenas, Marie Abo, Gianna Acevedo, Liza Ajacum, Najma Akhtar, Annabelle Amafo, Juan Andrade Oliva, Makarib Anwar, Christopher Arnez, Marina Aronez, David Avalon, Julie Aines, Christina Bach, Akid Badaru, Christopher Barron, Zoe Bell, Ruth Benavides, Darwin Granados, Jacqueline Bonilla, Stephanie Buslavich, Alania Butwinick, Susan Madrid, Haley Carino, Katarin Chekon, Emily Chen, Kevin Chen, Xianwei Chen, Noah Clark, Luke Clark, Viola Clune, Natalie Contreras, Rodrigo Cornejo, Cindy Cruz Guzman, Nicholas Dadzi, Grace Deer, Angela Del Cid, Kathia Diaz Martinez, Eric Rodman Duarte Mendez, Gerald Ducoli, Matthew Dunda, Cyrus Escalera, Hades Escolero, Andrew Irely, Kate Farrone, Jack Fawcett, Lindsay Foucher, Ethan Feldman, Mackenzie Ferguson, Benjamin Fleischer, Jasmine Flores, Elias Flores, Johnny Fontek, Ezra Fornios, Madeline Fox, Jalen Frazier, Victor Gabriel, Claire Gallagher, Leonella Garcia, Shanti Gard, Carla Giron, Julian Green, Malachi Green, Jefferson Guerra, Christian Guvera, Sydney Gunn, Miraz Hayter, Cooper Hall, Clarice Halton, Samantha Harrington, Andrea Hernandez Rovello, Sarah Haydari, Akhtar Hussein, Zenny Howard, Kaya Huff, Adrian Assisi, Abdur Jahed, Fatima Jaimes Cruz, Matthew Jones, Isaiah Joseph, Josephine Juring, Nagala Kambamba, Isabella Kasich Ramos, Jael Kish, Mikhail Kisadou, Alexa Kotz, Alexandra Kramer, Peter Kepkri, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing last names, Maria Kutisheva, Marco Lepechi, Karen Lemus Molina, Carlos Leon Talavera, Olivia Liu, Riley Lore, Jeremy Loom, Kyra Lyles, Eduardo Mata, Malene Jessica Macom, Miguel Mata Rivas, Luis Mayorga, Sarah McClure, Benjamin McDowell, Kevin Mejia, Cesar Mejia, Dale Mendoza, Emily Miller, Samira Mohammed, Juliana Morano, Tiana Morris, Enoch Dylan Munenza, Stefan Nagasam, Sam Neal, Shayla Nguyen, Sophia Nguyen Renlin, Eunice O, Kevin Oliva, Jennifer Ortega, Kimberly Osorio, Noah Patrick, Signa Penmetza, Ernesto Perez, Alexander Pesca, Alyssa Pickoff, Evander Pila Luisa, Madeline Pomrink, Anthony Portillo Martinez, Ciara Rachman, Sharina Reed, Chase Reed, Andrew Rushilin, Francisco Riofrio, Joy Roberts, Luis Rodriguez Tronakis, Maxwell Rosenthal, Boriana Romanova, John Salazar, Aaron Santos Tanquia Tan, Jose Saravia, Cole Chamber, Stephen Sanga, Victoria Seau, Ariana Forza, Irving Shi, Danny Sino, Colby Cisco, Jade Skok, Maeve Smith, Griffin Snyder, Nadia Solomon, Daniel Song, Monica Soni, Alexis Tabori, Sai Tharusu, Sydney Toole, Yesli Torres, Asitu Tori, Sofia Valladares, Aracelis Vasquez, Fanny Ventura, Joshua Vigil, Nan Vo, Marvell Walson, Frishta Wasal, Ethan Weber, Andy Weitzman, Alexander Wistoff, Andrew Wong, Jonathan Woodson, Michaela Wright, Nicole Yanke Valda, B. Tra Ideal Yoro, Alicia Zaman, and Patience Zara Nika. Thank you, guys. And thank you guys for bearing with me, and I apologize if I messed up anyone's name, but I truly tried my best. So we are going to go ahead and jump into, Ms. Paula, do you want to introduce?
Yeah, why don't we just all do a big round of applause for one another. Miss Daisy, thank you for reading that. Finn is super hyped about you guys graduating. We know, we don't know what your other graduation will look like, but we thought it was really important that everyone who was a part of CollegeTracks, their names were called. So let's just give everyone, like, put your speakers on. I have my prettiest tissue paper out, so let's do a big round of applause, and then we have a couple more things.
Yay.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. So before we do our raffle, Miss Daisy and I came up with some senior superlatives. All of you have been such an awesome and incredible part of the CollegeTracks team here at Quince Orchard. Some of you have some really memorable things that we want to give you some shout outs. So, and feel free again to put some, positive vibes on the chat, anything like that. So first shout out, first registration form handed in goes to Noah Patrick. Good work.
Next is for the first CollegeTracks junior interview, and that was Maeve Smith.
The first FAFSA completed, we have a tie for Ethan Weber and Miraz Hayter. So good job on that.
Attended the most CollegeTracks workshops was Kevin Chen. Go Kevin.
ACT Prep attendee MVPs goes to Alicia Zaman and Malia Jessica Makeup.
Whoop, whoop. Most likely to be in the CollegeTracks room, we have Akid Badaru and Marie Abo.
Awesome. Submitted the most college applications. We have a tie between Victoria Seo and Madeline Fox.
Yeah. Most likely to take a CollegeTracks snacks, we have Sophia Valladares. That's really everyone. It was a close tie.
And then most likely to recruit new CollegeTracks scholars is Mickey Kissadoo.
Yep, I do.
Oh. And then most likely to ask the college-related question goes to Tiara Roshman and Evander. So good job on always asking those questions. Most likely to lend a helping hand to another CollegeTracks member is Jefferson Guerra and Julian Green.
And we have MC Application All-Stars, Dale Mendoza and Kimberly Osorio. You guys did great.
We have Summer Jumpstart Workshop Crushers. You guys really crushed Summer Jumpstart Workshops this past summer. That goes to Eunice O and Benjamin Fleischner.
Woo! Financial aid application rock stars. We have Jasmine Flores and Luis Mayorga Souza.
And then most reliable to follow through on next steps or text us back goes to Rodrigo Cornejo and Carlos Leon.
Awesome. We miss you guys. We hope you guys are also thinking of us. We have, now it's time for raffles, and I actually have my son here. He's going to help out. Come here, Mateo. And he also made these awesome decorations for graduation. So here, you want to pull out the first name? All right. And the first winner is Marie Abo. Congratulations. So we will contact you offline about receiving your digital Amazon gift card. All right, my helper is going to pick out name number 2. Let's see if they're in attendance. All right, number 2 is going to be Maria. Congratulations. So we will give you guys, we'll contact you guys offline, but the winners do get Amazon gift cards. So thank you guys for attending and registering. So congrats.
So what we want to do now is, if you want to kind of like an open mic for a few moments, or just put it into the chats, anything that you want to share. It doesn't have to be CollegeTracks related, just some positivity, some favorite memories over your time at high school, or things that you're just looking forward to. Happy to hear your voices and see your faces, but if you want to just put in the chat, we'd like to just recognize that, because you guys work really, really hard, and we want you to be able to share some of that wonderful positivity with one another. And then I'll just get into the closing remarks and try not to cry. Anyone?
I just want to say thank you for all your help and everything. Yeah.
You're welcome, Colby.
I just want to say thank you for helping me choose between 2 really good options and having me see the better in both of them.
Awesome, thank you. Yeah. Go ahead, Dale.
Yeah, thanks for helping make the next steps easier for all of us.
Yeah, of course.
Thanks for the help with the college essays.
Thanks for the help for the ACT prep.
Yeah.
Thanks for making this process seem less intimidating and more attainable.
I think I bugged you the most, so thanks for answering my crap all the time.
Well, guys, we really miss you. And I hope we do get to see you again before, you go on. Thank you, Mateo. The next, steps of your careers. So just some closing remarks. I'm going to try not to cry. Okay, so thank you for joining us. And Finn is very excited as well. All right, thank you for joining us to celebrate the class of 2020 on our first virtual graduations. Families, thank you for all that you've done to make this dream come true. To our CollegeTracks sponsors, volunteers, and other friends, thank you for your continued generosity to make this work possible. To our Quince Orchard CollegeTracks graduates, while this is not the conclusion that we had in mind or wanted, however, Miss Lynch, Miss Daisy, and I would not change our time with you for anything. You have welcomed us to the Cougar community with open arms and open minds, and every day we look forward and enjoy coming to Quince Orchard. From the endless healthy snacks leading up to November 1, reading and responding and acting upon our nagging text, pizza to power you through ACT prep, room changes, late night work and essay writing, lack of air-conditioned summer workshops, or even just stopping by to say hello. Thank you for not only making our jobs easier and more fun, but thank you for all of your dedication to CollegeTracks, higher education, and your future goals. It is because of you and your determined and driven mindset, despite all barriers and hardships, that we do what we do, we can do what we do, and that we love what we do. You have patiently, diligently, and relentlessly worked in order to pave your path for a more successful future. The work ethic that you have illustrated over our time together will certainly bring more success to the next chapters of your life. Graduates, we believe in you and celebrate the completion of this step in your education. We have enjoyed working with you and we will miss you all. Keep your dreams alive and, of course, stay well. Thank you.
Thank you guys for all your hard work. We're all so proud of you. Thank you for everything. Good job, Paula.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love you guys forever.
You guys are the best.